And you guys ready for mics?
Nope. Are y'all ready for mics? Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Sweet.
Me.
Hello.
Mommy.
All right, are you done, Roadrunner?
Never, you been.
I
like chicken. Yeah, I was.
All right, I'm done.
I'm going to take that as a yes. All right, Mike's going hot in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to Hadage Underground, everybody. This is the mighty Meta Baron.
Voice the villain.
Macho Samson.
And we are joined today by the lovely. Please introduce yourself.
Jack Star.
Jack Star. Give Jack Star
Welcome.
a round of applause.
Welcome. Give her a round of applause. Welcome.
Thank you.
How's everybody doing today?
Doing good.
Great.
Oh, man. That's
Rough.
rough. ROUGH or RUFF?
UGH. We'll say UGH.
That's fair.
Yeah, I came back from Florida.
How was Florida?
Excellent.
You see Lil Dirty while you was down there?
I did see Lil Dirty. Shout out to Lil Dirty.
Dirty Birdie. Shout out
Dirty
to my
Birdie.
nigga.
Saw Dirty Birdie. Swam with some gators. You know, got in the swamp country.
Swamp country, yeah.
Yeah, got a little tan. You know, ate extravagant.
It's always nice to come back butterscotch, right?
Butterscotch.
Shout
You
out
know
to
what I
all
mean?
Light skinned niggas and they butterscotchness.
You gotta let us have one.
Gotta
I like
let
light
us have
skin
it,
guys.
man. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
what's up.
Y'all definitely winning.
Congrats.
Yes.
Ruhan, I hope you heard that
She
shit.
ain't
Yes.
She ain't coming back.
Now, I love my chocolate guys too, but personally, I like light skin.
I mean, it's usually opposites attract, so.
It's fair.
That
You got to respect that queen.
That was Villain's philosophical insertion. I guess
I got to save face.
I guess everything's been all right on my end.
Yeah.
Work and shit is everything. Everything is everything. Shit's still crazy.
For me, I just got drunk on, watch UFC this weekend. That's all I did.
Wait, who was on the card?
Did you see Dana White storm out?
Yeah, he was mad at Tyrone Woodley.
Wait, who was on the card?
Tyrone Woodley was the main event. He beat that nigga ass.
I was like, damn, I know I missed something.
Yeah, he beat his ass. Dana White was mad. He was like, "Oh, we got another
Dana White's always
a
fucking
blackie
mad.
as the belt holder." Yeah, beat his
Jesus.
ass. He don't, you don't like all these black people with belts. Keep it real.
Well, there goes our UFC sponsorship.
Damn. That's the end
We
of
lose
that.
a sponsor every episode.
Only the pussies
So it's
don't
like-
fuck. Only the pussies don't fuck with us.
That's fair.
So I mean, we got a lot of shit to talk about for everybody. Thank y'all for coming out and listening to us again. Thank you to our lovely engineer that y'all have so affectionately dubbed Ginger.
Doing a great job.
Thank you.
Doing a great
You
job.
didn't have to deal with no whole ass onion sandwiches today, did you?
No, we ate it outside.
Nice.
Got lucky,
gotta
came
deal with
early
it.
today.
Let's talk
I've
about
been
our
through some things.
Talk about what?
guest.
Oh yeah. So we actually have a very proactive guest today. She's not a slouch. She's very physically fit, gorgeous. We're gonna let her talk about herself for a little bit. Go ahead.
Oh man. What can I say about myself? Everything in the world? No, I'm kidding. So my name is Star.
Got
Well,
any-
Chalk Star 313 is my handle.
Okay.
On
IG.
Instagram.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, I know, right? But I am into fitness. Yes, Squats and Smoothies is an event that I throw monthly at Triple Action Fitness on 8 Mile in
okay.
Beach Daily. Shout out to Master Malik. That's the owner of the gym. We definitely get it in, man. Y'all need motivation, want to get in the gym, want to have some fun while you work out. Definitely come holler at your girl.
I know I need to get in some
I
shape.
know, right?
We all do.
Them voodoo donuts that I had out there.
Voodoo donuts.
Voodoo donuts.
Any of y'all?
Man.
Any of
And
y'all?
alcohol, right?
And alcohol.
alcohol.
Shout out to
Yeah,
alcohol.
Shout out to alcohol.
Where
With
would
the-
we be without ye?
With the exception of our guest, Villain Macho, y'all ever fucked with a personal trainer at all?
What do you mean?
Like you ever had a personal trainer at the gym?
No.
I have.
You did?
Yes.
Male or female?
Male. At what was it? Powerhouse in Hamtramck. And
They trying to kill you?
no, we had a small problem.
Of
What was
course.
the problem?
His voice. It was
Accent thicker than molasses.
worse.
Really high pitched.
Very high.
I knew
pitched.
that's what it's gonna be. Why do dudes that's all muscle bound and shit always got these light ass little?
Yeah. So I came in.
Oh,
Yeah. So I came in. It was like a Friday, I think, And I was all pumped, and I went and got my gym clothes, and I was like, oh, I'm about to get it in. I got a trainer. This is the year. Full LSA potential, maximum effort. And I walked through the doors, and the first guy I got introduced to, he was like, yeah, you got a good trainer. He's pretty good. He's solid. He's going to get you right. And I was like, oh, man, this is going to be dope. Then he pulls up, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's a big guy. It's gonna be dope.
You was expecting the voice of the gods.
I was expecting the voice of the gods, and then he goes, "Hello, my name is Richard."
Oh wow!
Sound like Mickey Mouse.
Hi, how you doing?
I can't put 3 plates on each side of the bar and have this nigga squat me and try to motivate. Go ahead, do it, nigga. Do it, nigga.
It was bad. So like about 20 minutes. So I tried not to be an asshole. So I was like, all right.
It's hard for Sagittarius to not be an asshole, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how far we can go. So we get to the cardio, and we do the cardio sesh, and then when we got to the bench, that's where I was like, all right, this is enough.
You can't have no nigga behind you doing that.
Yeah, he was like, all right, let's go maximum effort. Give it all you got.
I can't have no personal trainer calling me a bitch and they sound like a bitch.
Effort.
That's fair.
Oh, bad.
You sound like a bitch.
Jesus.
Like MGK.
MGK.
Shout out to Machine Gun. So it was just a 1-day thing.
I went for 2 because I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be that guy.
Maybe it wasn't that bad.
I was like, yeah, you know how you get home. Like the drive home was like I was contemplating. I was like, you know what? I can deal with it if he gonna get me in shape. But the nigga in me was like,
only thing that nigga worked out was
too
your
much.
ribs, nigga.
yeah,
He's laughing at that nigga.
Like, I kept thinking about it as the drive home. I was like, and then I hit a blunt, and I was like, oh no, I can't do it.
Push that weight, you stupid nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Push it harder. Get it up.
And so it got worse and worse every hit, and I was just like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna just. I just ghosted it. Yeah, I ghosted it. I ain't gonna lie, I ghosted
Michael
it.
Jackson as a personal trainer.
I've had a personal trainer before. I had a female personal trainer for about a year, and she was competitive.
Was she built?
She was a competitive weightlifter and bodybuilder, and she had one of like the best physiques I've ever seen, not just on a woman but on a person. And it's one thing for you to go into the gym.
She like I disagree.
You
I
ain't
was
seen
just
my body
confused
yet.
on that comment. Like I don't know if anybody. Am I the only one that caught that?
I did catch
He
that.
said not on just on a person.
Oh no,
on a
yeah,
person.
he said not just on a woman, but a person.
I mean,
Person.
It's not that many women
I caught
that
it too.
crazy.
I was like, hold on.
I
I
wish
was just confused.
I wish you was here about 3 weeks ago when I was crucified on a cross of dicks.
He was. We had to get him.
That's why I had to differentiate. So when I go to
Oh, okay.
when I go to the gym, I'm obviously there to work on myself, but I'm also obviously there to look. And there was one dude who was swimming. I usually swim after like intensive weightlifting. This motherfucker would jump in the pool, do a back and forth, push himself out, do 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, and then jump back in. In the third set I saw him doing this, I looked at his back. His back looked incredible. Like the way all his delts and everything was shaped, his back was incredible. So I actually had to stop him and ask him what he was doing to work on his back and shit like that.
You was impressed.
I was very impressed.
Did you actually touch his back?
No, I ain't.
Why would you go that far?
I'm just saying. I gotta know.
I mean, it's some niggas that go that far, but no, I'm not.
Some dudes go that far.
I'm not a toucher. I'm not a toucher at all.
Yeah, I'm not a
He's
toucher
just
at
a
all.
looker.
I'm a looker. I'm a creeping ass looking. I'm a looking ass nigga.
But a man that's like really secure in his sexuality has no problem with being like, "Hey, bro, what are you doing?" Because you know.
I asked him. I was like, bro, I you got to tell me what's going on, bro, because like
Yeah.
I looked at him when he was pushing himself out of the pool, back flexing, shoulders, all that shit was just on fleek. I was like, God damn, this nigga is incredible. Getting out and doing 20 push-ups after back and forth, and he wasn't in the pool for no more than 30, 45 seconds.
You were observing him for a while.
I was studying, bro.
He's taking notes.
He's like,
Oh party
no.
foul.
I was studying, man.
You cut off.
And the reason why I differentiated is because some people look decent, some people look good, but some people just look like, I need to know what that motherfucker is doing.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you.
And depending
I
on
agree.
the different workouts that men and women do, you know what I'm saying? But my personal trainer, it's one thing for you to work with a guy, you know, there's like a little competitive spirit, you working out with your boys. it's different working out under the tutelage of a woman because you don't want to look weak. But at the same time, so
Definitely.
she had me on the ground doing core work one day, right?
Fucked you up.
I'm completely gassed, and I'm on the ground in a pool of sweat, just all fucked up. And I'm like, she like, all right, well, we got to go to the bench. And I'm like, you got to help me up. And so I'm expecting, like, I'm tired, but I'm expecting, like, give her some push off the ground. Her cock strong ass, cold, dead lifted my big ass off the ground like I wasn't shit, dog.
Was your legs dangling? That's the worst
Like, you
feeling.
picked them all
Like
the
I
way
feel
up?
like if my legs dangling, I gotta go back to the gym.
She is incredible, man. She and like I said, the year that I spent under her tutelage was more effective for learning purposes than all those years of on and off in the gym because she taught me about stabilizing muscles, bracing yourself, using all like compound muscle lifting and shit like that. If you gonna lift with this, use your legs and then your back and then your arms.
She a
Now,
warrior.
do you deal with this on a normal basis? Like you get a guy that come in, he trying to outperform because you there. Like, have you dealt with that yet?
So I'm new to this training world.
You did tell us that you were.
Yeah, I'm new. So I have probably experienced about 3 guys.
Okay.
And honestly, to tell you the truth, they just want to work out with me because of how I look. I'm gonna just
That's
be
fair.
honest. I mean, half the time if they want to pay me, you know, for the hour to work them out,
Understandable.
thank you. You know, but no thank you.
I
I
mean-
have a man, you're going to get shut down. But, you know, I would definitely, you know, work you out and have fun. Like, it's a business, you know,
Right.
people need to understand that. So that's my struggle that I've dealt with so far with the guys. I mean, given I know that it's some men out there that are serious about losing weight
Right.
and will have genuine fun with me
Right.
and not want anything from it. But the guys that I've experienced so far, afterwards they like, so what you doing?
Yes.
You know, you want to
Weak
hang
ass
out.
nigga.
You wanna hang out, you
and
wanna
I'm
get a
like,
drink.
yeah, we can hang out the same time tomorrow for $50
Right.
for 1
pay me.
hour. So
I was just about to ask you that. I was like, how many dudes just turn around and be like, oh, yeah, we had a great workout, so what you doing?
People trying to
Yeah.
do business with pleasure, it don't work
I
like
know,
that.
right? No, not at all. So,
And when you're trying to help people get their shit together, obviously the discipline of going to the gym, being consistent and showing up is important, right?
Yes.
But you also stress diet, right?
Yes, definitely.
Please explain to our listeners how much more important your diet is than you going to the gym. You going to the
Break it
gym is
down.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to break down.
Oh, yeah. So I'll tell you like this. You don't have to go to the gym at all. All you have to do is just eat right. Like, seriously, people fail to realize that if you just have a better diet, eat water, Jesus.
Drink
Too much dry.
Drink water. Oh, you cut off. You
know,
talking about
I know,
me?
right?
No, I'm taking
Oh, you
the
cut
bill.
off.
I'm going to take the bill now.
Let me drink a little bit, man. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Okay, now I'm back. But no, seriously, if you drink a lot of water.
Now, how much water are we talking? Are we talking a gallon a day or?
Yeah, so, okay, and I might be wrong on this, but per your weight,
Yep,
you need to drink 50 ounces of water per 100 pounds. I think it is.
Okay.
Google it. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is.
That sounds
Okay.
about right.
Yeah.
So if you fat as hell, drink more water. That's what
Exactly.
you get in.
I mean, you should drink more water. I know a lot of big ass niggas that don't drink water, and it reflects in
Oh my
How
God,
they-
your skin,
your skin,
your smell,
how
smell,
motherfuckers smell,
look,
your hair.
everything.
A lot of niggas walking around smelling like pastrami.
Exactly.
Pastrami ass niggas.
Oh my gosh, yes. Have you ever
Deli
smelled
meat
somebody
nigga.
burp bologna?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was this nigga. I ain't gonna talk.
Yeah. We. No, don't talk, please. Give us the receipts.
Oh,
I want to hear
bologna
this.
Burp smelling ass.
Who
nigga.
we talking about?
Right. Oh,
I used to work at Home Depot.
Go ahead. Which location?
me too.
Dearborn,
Of
No,
course.
you
The
work-
one
I
by
know where you work.
the one
Shout
by
out
the
to Home
worst
Depot.
Walmart
Home
in
Depot?
existence.
I work.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
I work right there.
Oh shit.
And I worked overnight guard and recovery, right?
We
Oh,
talking
Lord.
about you,
And-
Mercury Drive.
Yeah, Mercury Drive. And we used to like throw shit into like the garbage disposal, like all the broken bags of like soil and all that shit. And
They just
It
throw
was-
that shit away.
look, they made us do some bullshit.
Man.
Look, it was this nigga
Surprised when we do it.
on the high low. He worked like the overnight recovery shit. And this nigga used to come over to high low. This nigga smelled like deli meat. Every time we went over, and it was like, it's you know how much shit it is at Home Depot,
It's a lot
especially in
of
the
shit.
garden.
Chemicals.
Like we should be able to smell that shit over you. No, this nigga smelled like the whole deli section.
Did he
What
wear
was his
flannel?
name?
Was it meat sweats?
He was
or was it
Italian.
just
I don't
like-
remember his name.
I'm about
Rolling
to say,
around
let's
in the meat.
expose them.
Usually a lot of
not
flannel guys.
Exposed.
People that wear flannel.
We need to rename this episode to Exposed. Who we exposing?
I'm like, stop doing it. Stop,
Remember,
stop
niggas.
smelling like that.
It's only the first drop of sweat that contains musk, not the other million motherfuckers. Y'all niggas
Jesus.
out here smelling like whole pastrami pimento loaf
Smell like a
sandwiches.
soup kitchen and bums.
If other people have to tell me about what you smell like, you shouldn't smell like that.
Right.
Yeah.
My thing is, what's up with niggas being insecure and not want to take a shower at the goddamn gym? Come on,
Yeah,
my
come
niggas.
on, man. That's like putting a t-shirt on before you
Get
go
you some-
go swim.
Get you
They're
some,
not secure with their
Just
sexuality.
let your titties
Or their
hang.
bodies.
Like, I feel like when you go to
get
the,
yourself a bell, my nigga.
I'm just
Your
saying.
titties hang.
If I'd have put in 40 fucking minutes on the bench, putting up some 2 and 3 plates on each motherfucking side of the
Let 'em
bar,
hang.
I'm about to let them hang. I'm
Let
about to
'em
get in
hang.
this
You
pool
deserve it.
and let them hang. Now, it was one dude, I was looking at him. He was young, but he wasn't too fucking young for me to say something to him. And I was like, bro, you know your shirt weigh like 10 more pounds while you're in the water?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, but you know, I don't really want to swim without my shirt on. I'm like, bro,
Hey, man. I've been big my whole life,
Without my shirt on, dog.
and I've been skinny on a few
Yeah, I was about to
occasions.
say, you weren't big all your whole life.
Not
I
my
knew
whole
you
life.
when you weren't.
But I'm
Just the
just saying,
parts that
majority
count.
of my life when I was big, they gonna talk about you regardless. So you might as well just let your titties hang.
shout out to Bone Crusher and Fat Joe.
Let your titties. Fat Joe
No
was the
bra
first
gang.
person. Yeah,
No bra
Fat Joe
gang.
was like my
Fat-
first like
Fat,
sensei.
when Fat Joe and Bone Crusher at the
Rick
MTV
Ross.
beat
Fat
shit.
Joe, before Fat Joe, it was not Fat Joe.
Who, Biz?
Pun, Big Pun.
Big Pun.
Yeah, Big
Punisher.
Pun.
Yeah, but Big Pun didn't
R.I.P.
let his titties all the way out.
I ain't never seen Big Pun shirt.
Yeah, I think Fat Joe was it Summer Jam.
It was the MTV summer shit.
It was the MTV Summer shit, and he had his titties out with the towel. And I was like, you know what? If Fat Joe can harness this confidence,
The braggadocio to let them titties fly.
so can I. So I went down to fucking Belle Isle, let the titties hang, had a good
You
time.
was like that at Belle Isle.
Of course,
I thought you were gonna say Miami when you.
Miami too. But I went to Miami, let the titties hang. Actually, I got more play for that. And I had the cigar and
Chicks
everything.
like fat, light skinned
That's what's
niggas.
up.
Yeah, nobody really
suck on
messed
them?
with it. No,
Somebody, not one?
They was too sandy.
No.
No
He was
nipple
on the beach.
action.
no
in
nipple
Miami.
action. Yeah, no
No
nipple
nipple
action.
action.
No,
Damn, so you let the titties hang for nothing.
no, it wasn't for nothing.
It wasn't
He
for
probably
nothing.
got a
I
tan.
got it in.
You probably got a
Yeah,
tan.
I got it in, but it was
They're
Butterscotch ass
herbivores.
nigga.
right.
When light skinned niggas power up, it goes from light
Yeah,
skin to
it was a
that
nice.
tan,
That was a nice situation.
butterscotch bronze ass.
Butterscotch bronze, the Cartier frames.
Oh, you was out there.
I was feeling it, man. Cigar in
all
hand.
the way 313.
I was all the way 313.
All the way
Cigar,
313,
cigar in
right.
hand was
Okay,
having the
okay.
best time.
But you
Yep.
know why they probably don't want to get naked in the gym? It's because we already had this discussion about niggas with their balls out in the gym. We ain't nobody trying to see that shit.
Ain't nobody trying to see it. That's why you don't look at it. You know, when the old niggas walk past with the ball sacks clapping against their
I don't
kneecaps,
care
I ain't
what
trying to look.
no one says.
Go ahead.
You're gonna look. I mean, just you're out of your peripheral.
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
you're gonna
It's
glance.
gonna
It's
happen.
gonna be
yeah.
like,
I mean, you're
oh,
not
ain't
gonna
nobody wanna see
stare.
that.
You ain't gotta
Yeah.
fix it.
But you're gonna glance.
I
You
think
ain't gotta
as
fix
a
it.
I
man
ain't gonna
code,
lie.
you only get like what, maybe like a few seconds, then you're like, all right.
Right, but
I
you're
think
definitely
if you-
gonna look.
But I'm already,
Yeah.
but those views, I'm already disgusted. I'm like, nigga, I ain't trying to see these old rusty ass balls
Those
that
saggy
you got.
ball ass
You know
nigga.
what
I mean, have you done saunas?
Gravity is not kind.
They weren't naked in the saunas. Like,
See, I've
every
done a
I've
sauna
been in
and dudes
was-
are just like, they're randomly just
Ugh.
take a towel, and I'd be like,
Oh no.
really?
Niggas is on some wild shit, though.
Yeah.
Spreading their legs, leaning
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
like, hell yeah.
Don't let a nigga be hairy and he be having the motherfucking mist droplets in the.
Gotta sweat out
Oh,
every
wow.
inch.
You ever had a naked old nigga trying to talk to you?
Yes.
See,
No, I ain't got that
that's,
far yet.
That's when I call.
No.
That's why I call it over. I'm like, nigga,
I ain't never
Time
got
to
that
go.
yet.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
That nigga hit
Fitness
the nail
Next.
with the cup.
Fitness is paramount, though, man. Y'all hit our girl up if y'all
Oh
trying
yeah,
to get in shape.
definitely. Please do. Triple Action Fitness. Look it up on Instagram and Facebook. We got classes weekly.
Do they have
I mean,
do you have a
all
number
day.
they can reach?
Yes.
Serious
Let me look it up.
Serious inquiries only, nigga. No
Yes.
fly jiggy nigga shit.
Look,
I know, right?
Keep your dick in your pants.
Please.
Yes.
Okay. All right. If
please,
you want to
yeah.
go,
I'm
just
not
so
the
you
only
can-
one that worked there though. So I mean, it's different trainers. that
Oh,
you
so
can-
there's opportunity.
Yes, it's opportunities. So I mean, you don't just have to train, with
There's
me.
opportunity for all you pervs out there.
Yes.
Pervert niggas. So I guess we can dive into some of these topics.
Let's dive.
Yeah,
man.
because it's taking forever. For
Don't
me
worry,
to
we'll
pull up this
we'll get back to
Take
you.
your
information, but
time.
We'll get back to
We'll
it.
get back to it. There's no rush.
You would think I need to learn it by heart, though, right? Yeah, I get it together.
That's why we got some
Okay, I got it now. Triple Action Fitness, y'all, on 8 Mile and Beach Daily is 26021 West 8 Mile. The phone number is 248-773-2995. Definitely call. Y'all have any questions?
Thank you for that.
No problem.
We gotta-
Thank y'all.
We got
Oh, no problem.
Okay. Today is, today is a day, quote unquote, that will forever live in infamy. Never forget all that shit. 17 years ago, the world was changed. I don't know about a lot of you niggas out there, but some of us remember what the world was like before 9/11. We got a caller coming in.
How we got a caller already?
You already know who
Hello?
it is. Go ahead, caller.
Go
Give
ahead.
us your name and where you from.
Y'all should know who this is, man.
Oh, man. Legend.
The legend.
Teddy, you sound drunk.
What's going
I
on
had
to
to
the...
call, man, see what's going on with y'all, man. I see y'all got baby girl in there with the fitness going on.
We do.
What's up, hey?
How you doing tonight, man? How did you spend your 9/11, man?
How'd I spend my 9/11? Washing clothes,
Washing clothes and shit.
watching a movie.
Wait, what kind of movie you watching?
Man, I went to the theater and saw that Muppet movie.
The Muppet movie with the motherfucking
I
coke
wanted to
and the
see that,
killing.
too.
That is not a
I
Muppet.
did want to
They
see
Yeah,
it.
came and
dog.
shot silly string.
Yeah, dog.
Was it good?
I ain't gonna lie. That mother was classic.
That's what's up.
Did you
It's
puff
classic.
did you puff a little of the green?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? What?
You know I'm done with that, man. You know I'm done with that.
You say you done with that shit, man. So if I can ask you,
like
man,
I'm
where
lying.
was you?
He said,
17.
it's like I'm lying. You took so long to say that.
I knew what he had.
Where was you 17 years ago, man, when the towers fell, bro?
Man, real talk. I was inside Murray Wright High School in the classroom. It was a computer class, watching it on TV. While everybody else going home, because my mama didn't want to come get me.
Same here.
I was in
Same
high school
here.
too. My mom came and got me
I
though.
was jealous as hell. Everybody go home looking like that.
That's how I knew my parents didn't give a fuck about me.
Yeah,
And I
still
had to catch the bus home.
Yep.
That was the most
Look,
somber
the bad part
motherfucking
of-
bus ride home, though. Niggas was mad quiet.
Look, though, the bad part about that, everybody had a 1 to 8. I had a 1 to 9.
Damn, 1 to
Damn.
9.
You know I wasn't leaving until 4 o'clock.
Damn, your ass must have failed something. You got a 1 to 9.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, don't worry about that.
We appreciate you calling in, bro. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Don't worry.
Deuces.
No problem, man. Dude.
17 years ago today, man, the towers fell.
Yeah.
Flying on the plane was never the same. I remember when they shut TV off for 3 fucking days and it was just the same shit
Same
on
shit.
TV. Shit was crazy. Where was y'all at 17 years ago today?
I was at school. I was in drafting class, and
I was in art class.
when the shit happened, the TV just came on.
Yes.
And they didn't explain what the fuck was going on, so I just thought it was like a movie or something.
Me
I
too.
didn't even realize that it was real life that was happening. So I was just sitting there, and then like all of a sudden, like there was like, Mr. Sanders, your mom is here to come get you. I'm like, what? So I went, my mom car, I went home. I went home and played live, I went home and played live 2002 and shit.
Typical nigga shit.
And when, like the next day, I was like, oh, that shit was real? I was like, oh, some planes, they actually flew into some planes. I can't believe it.
We got another caller on the line. Please say your name and where you from and what you doing.
Hey, man, y'all already know who this is.
Oh, it's my nigga, the young lion, the young wolf,
Ruhan.
Ruhan.
Big Roo.
Man, I know damn well y'all ain't got no fitness stick on there. Ain't called me up there.
What you mean,
Probably
man?
at work. What are you talking
Right.
about?
I know damn.
That nigga on the line as we
well
speak.
First to call up.
You didn't hear me shout you out in spirit? You was the first nigga I called out today, man.
Yeah, he did call you out.
I heard. I was like, they ain't give you no week in advance. You know, I would have been out there with my shirt off. Come on. now.
Ruhan just trying to get his greater grace on.
All right.
Ruhan is our resident.
Hey, Ed, she said light skinned niggas winning, so that's another thing.
We reached our light skinned nigga quota for the day.
Jesus.
We got enough in here already.
Hey, the LSA is always in effect.
Yeah, I blocked out the fact she said she had a boyfriend, so I blocked that part out. But
Of course.
That's my son.
oh man, I don't know how Teddy beat me. I do not know how Teddy beat me to the
On the
phone.
phone
I
call.
called like 10 minutes ago.
That's because Tudda's been since day one.
Tudda probably just sitting there with the shit on speed, dog.
Yeah.
We ain't even said the number.
He was
yet.
ready yesterday.
248-579-5260.
We sure didn't.
That nigga had it on speed diesel.
Yeah. Hey, well, she doing her thing though. Keep doing your thing, Chocolate.
Thank you. I
Chocolate
appreciate
something.
that.
I forget.
Just call me
Yeah.
Star, baby.
All
Back
right,
in
man.
the
Y'all
sky.
have a good show,
Thank
man.
you.
Everybody at Christ is looking at y'all.
We
Y'all
appreciate-
got y'all sponsorship back.
We
We
appreciate
appreciate
all my
that.
Chrysler niggas on the
We
line
appreciate
getting it
y'all.
in.
Don't listen to Macho. Fuck Macho for the day.
Right.
Yeah.
No subliminals.
Deuces, Rue.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Do you remember where you were 17 years ago today?
Yes, I was in class. I was in 10th grade.
So what?
Chilling.
So what happened?
Like he said, the TV kind of just came on, and I mean, the teacher at the time, she explained what was going on. She said, it's a, tragedy going on in the U.S. right now, and this is what's going on, all that good stuff.
All
And,
that
yeah.
shit.
And we're like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm still sitting there like oblivious to the whole situation because I'm young. I'm not knowing.
Ain't
Like I
nobody
said,
knowing
my
shit.
parents didn't come get me, so I'm like, okay. And I mean, honestly, I was one of those kids that was sitting there like, okay, so your parents is really coming to getting you for what, to go home? And
Yeah.
I mean, shit can still happen.
Ain't
Yeah,
not
I was
gonna Detroit.
I was jealous.
Like, it's not here.
I was like, just because some terrorists take you, just because some terrorists is doing all this shit, your parents ain't gonna make you safe, nigga.
What they
Man.
going to attack? The Renaissance Center? Like,
Right.
what's going on in Detroit for a terrorist to attack?
But no, remember that blackout that we had, though? That was scary.
That wasn't terrorist, though. That was just
Y'all
some
think it
nigga
was?
fell asleep on a button.
No, it wasn't.
For like
blackout.
2 weeks.
That wasn't no real shit.
It's a
That
real
was a
long
real
nap.
blackout.
Yeah, that nigga
What about
shit.
you, Angie? Where were you 17 years ago today?
Well, I'm apparently a baby. I was in grade school.
Oh.
But I still remember it happening.
Oh, little
And-
ginger.
It's little second grader me.
Oh, Jesus.
I
second
do
grade.
remember it happening. They put it on the TV, which I feel like at that age you shouldn't have put that on the TV, but they did.
For second graders?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, by that time, every classroom had them fucking TVs. So did your TV turn on
It
automatically?
was like one of those real shit. No, she put it on herself. It was like one of those real shitty, like big box ones that, was
sits
like
up in the top
it was
corner.
like welded into the corners
yo-
because it was so
Oh,
heavy.
you had the same layout we had.
But I
then.
remember that happened. I also
that's
did
how
not get
kind of
picked
TV
up
we
to
had,
go
too.
home early. However, they let us have recess for the rest of the day.
Wow.
Hey, 3,000 people just died. You guys want to have recess?
Go outside and get on the monkey bars, nigga.
know,
You know what makes everything better? Dodgeball.
Dodgeball,
Like,
nigga.
You know what my
The
mom...
Towers was playing dodgeball. They lost though.
it's true.
Damn, you done?
If you can dodge a plane.
If you can dodge a plane, you can dodge a ball. There you go.
Yes.
Hey, my mom came to pick me up because she worked downtown. I really don't think she gave a fuck. She just wanted to go home too.
Fuck it. I mean, shout out to my
All
dudes.
right, shout out to Mom
Right.
Dude. She
What
got you.
What about you, Macho? Where was you at?
Man, I've been sitting there trying to remember.
Man, hopefully you
Too
was in
many
school,
blunts.
nigga.
I mean, I was in school. You know what? I was.
On the block, what were you doing? Selling
No,
rock?
I was in school. I think I was in the middle of skipping.
East side shit.
I was just
And
about to
I was
say.
heading to. I was about to head out to what's that pizza spot? Jets.
Of course.
I was about to hit the Jets,
Of course.
and I just saw a lot of people just like hurrying up to get in the hallway. Like usually, I'm like, all right, people just don't want to get caught up in the sweep. You know how they sweep you and they be like, all right, we gonna catch a lot of people and put you in detention. And I was like, no, I ain't gonna catch me. But then like one of my friends was like, no, you need to see what's going on. I was like, all right, cool. And so I remember going to English, where I should have been, and I go in English.
You
and
unskipped.
Yeah, I unskipped. Yep. I unskipped because I was like, all right, if enough people going in class, it got to be something serious. So I go in class, and I remember seeing the TV going, and I couldn't make out all of what was going on. I was like, all right, it's just stuff going on. Like, it didn't hit me. And then they was like, all right, well, y'all need to stay in class and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I kind of want pizza. Like, I was like, pizza parlors or jets sound really good right now. So my mind was like somewhere else. And so they were like, you need to sit here for a while. We're not letting people leave the building until X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
And I was like, but for what? Like, it didn't hit me. It didn't hit me. So I was just like, man, for what, man? Like, niggas die every day. Be like,
Young Savage Macho in his.
I'm like, I didn't see people get shot. Like, this.
Yeah.
Also, what didn't make sense to me because I'm a Biggie fan, and I thought the World Trade Center already blew up. So I'm like, what are you?
Time
what
to
are y'all
get paid,
doing?
blow up like the World Trade.
Well, see, it was different for me because like I didn't know nothing about the World Trade Center at that time.
They censored that lyric on Blueprint
I
too.
know. Yeah, that's why I thought. That's why I thought it was like a movie or something. I'm like, didn't this already happen before? Like, what is this?
So I remember exactly where I was. It was third hour.
Oh, and I didn't get picked up by my mom.
Oh, yeah.
I ended up catching the bus, and then I had to get on the Dexter and all that crazy shit. So that's it.
I'm an only child, so my mama care about me.
Okay. I remember exactly where I was.
Right.
Why you had to disclaim that? Like,
Put
I was
that
only,
back in the middle, because this is a community
yeah,
bill.
that's community that one. You
Oh,
know what?
here.
You get a taste.
This
No,
happens
let her,
every week.
no, let her get a
happens every
taste.
week. I'm
Go
so
ahead, hit
proud
that
of
bell. Go
myself.
ahead, hit it. Go
I'm
ahead.
so fucking proud
There
of
you go.
myself.
I'm special.
That was the most gentle like bell tap I've ever heard in
It
my
was.
entire life.
That
I don't
was
think
with-
you were fully committed
That was
to
with
that.
kid
I know,
gloves.
right?
That was with kid gloves. She did.
I'm just warming up for the next one because I know it's gonna be a
It's like just a taste.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh
That's
yeah.
good.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not done. I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
close
It's
to
coming.
Yeah, we're not done.
It's coming.
I remember exactly where I was that day. Third hour, Miss McClellan's class. I didn't like Miss McClellan, so I wasn't paying attention to shit. I was just doing my own thing as per usual for Baby Baron, the delinquent. And the
Baby
TV,
bear?
Baby Baron, yes.
I like that.
The TV just turned on. I'm one of those kids. I've been around TVs and computer monitors forever, so I can hear the shit when it turns on, right?
Right.
I turn over into the corner of the room, and I just see the World Trade Center just smoking, right? So I'm looking like, what movie is this? What the fuck is going on? Right. And then the motherfucking plane hits the motherfucking tower, the second one. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Like, did you know about the World Trade
Yes.
before this?
I was a pretty...
See, I wasn't a brisk about that.
I was a pretty worldly kid, and
You used to read the newspaper?
I used to read the newspaper, and then, fucking with Ninja Turtles. All them buildings in New York was on the Ninja Turtles, so I'm looking like, what the fuck is going
Shout
on?
out to Ninja Turtles.
Soon as the second plane hit the building, I'm looking like, what the fuck? And my teacher turned around, snap at me, and the whole class look at me. I'm like, no, y'all niggas need to look at the TV. So everybody for like 5 minutes is just fixated on like the horror of the TV. My teacher, in like 5-10 minutes, she just start crying, like tears running down her face. She covering her mouth. The rest of my classmates is terrified. So amidst all this shit, I just start making jokes.
Oh my God! What kind? Wait a minute. I need to hear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I knew I was.
Wait. What kind? I need to know what kind of jokes.
It was all a deep little story for a minute. Then you just was like, I just said jokes.
You can't make jokes 10 minutes.
So wait a minute. What kind of jokes did you make?
Well, I was going in, nigga. I was going in. I was talking about like, it's over. They about to kill us all.
You know what's funny? I did that in my psych class, and niggas thought I was crazy.
Talking about death and killing, no.
I mean, I'm from
I'm kidding.
I'm from the project, so you know what I'm saying. Like Macho said, I done seen niggas die.
Yeah, that's why I
IRL.
was like desensitized when they was talking about it. They
But
was like, yeah,
I can sense the terror in my classmates and my teachers turn around. She can't even gather the words to tell me to shut the fuck up. So my classmates is just looking at me. They all give me the stink and the evil eye. I'm like, all right, you bitch ass niggas. I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet.
I didn't understand the difference because niggas die every day.
Niggas
and
die every day, B.
I knew.
And
that's what I felt.
And we always in war and shit. Niggas dying in war, and I'm like, that's not a big deal. Why is this such a big deal? Right
Because that was the shit that got us into literally the longest standing shooting war the country has been in. Like, we've been at war in Afghanistan for 17 years because of that shit. And so I knew the shit was serious because it wasn't that the planes had hit that made me know it was serious. It was when the motherfucking towers start falling. That's when I knew it was all bets are off, and I didn't get picked up. Had to sit out the rest of the day.
Hey.
The legend.
Wait a minute. Go ahead, caller. Is that Tuda?
Hey, fuck the Twin Towers, nigga.
Yes.
How you doing?
Talk your shit, Tuda.
How you doing tonight, Tuda?
Secondly, yes, I am so offended that y'all thought that first nigga was Titter, bro.
No, I knew it wasn't you. I knew it was Gutter.
It was fake Titter.
It was Gutter. Gutter
It
and
was
fake Titter.
Titter. Okay, that works. Hey, bro. Hey, Hollywood, how you doing?
I'm good, baby. How you doing?
Everything smooth. You probably don't know who I am, but remember Lionel? I went to Cody with you.
I know. When you said Hollywood, I knew it had to be somebody I knew from high school.
That nigga shooting his shot.
Let's go.
Shout out to Tuda. Shoot the
Hey, on
shot.
some honey shit, for real though. This is a sincere question. I'm trying to get my fuck game on fleek. So, how much do you recommend integrating Kegels into my workout? Because I'm trying to get an 8-pack on my glutes for like the summer 2019.
Did he say his goop?
That nigga trying to.
He said Kegels?
He said
He
Kegels.
said
Are you
Gooch
working on your
Male-
asshole?
Male
The
Kegels.
gooch, you ain't hear him? He talking about the special region.
He talking about where he can last
Insert
longer.
comment here.
Damn it. Only Tuda. Go
so
ahead.
No expertise on that.
Negative. Just drink water.
Ah!
And
Drink water.
No, I'm
Alright.
kidding. But no, in all honesty, what were you asking? I'm sorry.
He trying to
Oh no, I was asking how much you think I should integrate Kegels into my workout.
Kegels.
You really okay? Yeah,
I'm trying to fuck on doing a handstand.
Oh, pussy popping on a handstand. Okay, that's what we said. Okay.
No,
You a legend. You are a legend, sir.
Wait, let me get back to realizing who I'm talking to again. This is Lionel
Lionel.
Danzler.
Oh,
Right?
Oh my
She said his
God,
whole
you just-
government?
Wow.
Yes.
She know exactly
Oh
who
my
you are.
gosh.
Who you are.
Officer
Draw me a
Lane.
picture.
God damn.
I know exactly who you are.
She said his whole
Anywho,
government.
Hey yo, man. Going some honey
Jesus.
shit, Ginger. I'm so
Now I know
sad.
what I'm dealing
I did
with.
not know you was like in the second grade in 2001.
Oh yeah, she young, baby. You
Oh,
got to
yeah.
raise this one.
Oh, yeah.
He feeling like an old nigga
She
to
got
the
me all fucked up.
gray hairs on the gooch.
My nigga Baron, dog. What's really hood?
What's really hood is a bunch of crab ass motherfucking sensitive babies that told me I couldn't make jokes when I saw the towers fall, my nigga. I knew shit was lit when niggas was jumping out the goddamn building, nigga.
Right.
I didn't even pay attention to that shit.
Why you
Fuck that
laughing?
nigga.
I went
On
and
some
ate
honey shit.
the next, like the same day. I went and ate, and everybody else was shook. I was just like, dog.
I wasn't
I
shook.
still want my pizza.
Yeah,
I
like,
wasn't
niggas
shook
died
because
all the time.
I grew up in the projects and I was a fan of war movies as a kid. So I'm looking at all this shit and trying to process like this shit is really real. So like all this shit that we seeing on the screen, this is gonna have a dramatic effect on the rest of our lives.
I
and
couldn't
shit.
make no connection to none of that because I was like, this shit don't normally happen. But at the same time, it's like, dog, there's literally like a whole community getting fucked up.
Yeah, niggas die in Detroit every day.
And nobody's covering that.
Man, man, fuck them niggas, man. I thank God for the crack house. Bye.
Hate him.
And he's out.
Bad to them.
This dude is hilarious.
I was trying to figure out why was so many dusty niggas running around New York, but I was like,
I was waiting for niggas with Tims to show up.
yeah, I was like, it's usually
big
dusty
ass
niggas
dust
in New
Tim.
York.
Big
though.
dust
You know how many
Tims.
Muslims lost their job.
I do.
I agree.
That was
yeah.
a dra-
Like,
they wasn't
seriously,
driving
like,
cabs
yeah,
and
they
shit.
couldn't fly.
Low key, that
They
was a
couldn't
TSA.
work.
That's
That
right.
was
That's
that was
right.
another major concern of mine. Like the minute that they were announcing who the culprits were, my heart immediately sank because the first things that I was thinking about was my two homies, Rashid and Khalil. And I was just like, man, niggas is crazy. I called their house, phone lines was fucked up. And I was just worried about them. So I didn't even go home that day. I actually went to their house to check on them.
I was concerned because I was like, man, I'm trying to go to Carolina.
You trying to get out the country?
I'm like,
You trying
man,
to
I'm
go to
trying to go to
Canada.
Carolina.
You
How
was
is it
going to
gonna affect-
Carolina in high school, nigga?
Why not?
He said light skinned nigga.
Why not? I mean, I worked my ass off. Why couldn't I?
I ain't saying that you
But
couldn't, man.
you couldn't even be Muslim. You couldn't even be Muslim adjacent. You couldn't even be like Indian or any
Oh, yeah,
nigga that work at a 7-Eleven.
Niggas was catching the heat.
Niggas was catching the heat.
Anybody with a towel or a dot on the head,
Everybody was getting it.
shit was lit.
I felt like it
Definitely
was a perfect time for a non-black to take the heat now.
You know what?
Obama.
When they became the niggas of the country,
It felt good.
things
kind
of eased up on us just a little bit.
You go to the store without getting patronized and all that.
No,
shit.
you could go to the store and talk fly to them.
You
niggas.
could talk super fly jiggy shit.
I saw my uncle cut into one nigga one day, dog.
Yeah.
You be like 5 on 10, nigga.
Cause my,
You know what I'm saying?
And
my
I ain't paying for
uncle-
this Arizona.
My uncle like to fuck with peoples, and that's really he's like the main source of where I derive my sense of humor from. So
it's always that uncle though.
It's always a cool ass uncle.
always that
dog.
I have one of those uncles.
Yeah, it's
Flat.
always one of them uncles.
Shout out to my Uncle Bug, man. But yeah, fucking my uncle was fucking with the dude, and it was crazy because the guy should have known that my uncle was playing, but that's how I also knew how serious this shit was. And my uncle was like, motherfucking next time I come up here, your motherfucking pump better be working, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we
and
like to be, like
and the guy was
make
just,
fun of like the most smallest thing.
and the guy was getting annoyed. My uncle just bust out laughing. He's like, I'm just fucking with you, man. And he just grabbed his cools and walked out of the gas station. And I'm standing there looking at my mans, and he just staring at my.
They not used to that type of shit though. You
No,
can't just be fucking
no,
with
you
them.
can't fuck with them. That's why they had an AK be sitting there.
The niggas had the AK during the blackout.
Yep,
I bet they did.
blackout was dope, man.
Blackout was
dope. It was like the one time everybody was just kind of just chilling.
Because then nobody know what the fuck happened.
Chilling and literally grilling because that was your only option.
Yes.
Yeah, we were at
Stealing
where you.
shit.
I was at Wayne State when it
shit.
happened.
You was?
I was at Wayne State campus. I was at State. I was at State Hall. No, North Hall.
Oh
And-
yeah, because the dorms.
Yep,
Yeah, they move everybody in there.
they moved everybody to State,
I
but
wasn't
yeah,
even
we was
college
at.
yet.
So
Yeah, it was dope, man.
you know what I'm saying? This is a crazy day, but I don't know, man. September, so much shit has happened this September alone.
This weekend alone, fucking Mac Miller.
Rest in peace to the homie Mac Miller, man. You was
Oh,
too
yeah. That
was
you
too
was too
soon.
fucking young to have died at 26,
Yes,
bro.
addiction is real.
It's real as fuck.
I say you got to get over bitches, dog.
You know what?
Fuck bitches, get money.
I want
I
to say
love that.
I want to
Just
say
saying.
you got to get over bitches, but
Clap for that. Wait a minute, let's clap that up.
Golf clap.
Yeah.
Let's clap that up. Good job.
I know, right?
Good job.
2 thumbs up.
for Mac, I don't believe it was just I don't believe it was just the bitch shit, dog. Because he had been talking about smoking, drinking, and popping pills. Remember,
Right.
when Mac first hit the scene, he was 16.
But Mac he was never like a drug rapper. Like you never like put those two things together, like Mac Miller and drug.
Macadelic,
He
I
talked
did.
about it all the time.
He-
You might see.
he
And
you
he
didn't
know-
see a
I
post that
And
Fresh Montana put up when he was telling him like, man,
I
chill
did
out.
see
I
that.
think-
Yeah,
I think
anytime
like,
Fresh
oh,
Montana
man.
telling
no,
me to
man,
chill
you
out.
gotta
Yeah,
do
that's
this.
true.
Mix it.
But-
Yeah,
But I think it's
remember
because
seeing
Mac
that.
Miller doesn't look like a drug addict. Like he doesn't look like these niggas with colorful hair and
Yeah.
just leaned out and
Yeah.
always like Mac Miller was always alert and happy and funny every time he talked. He didn't look like he was popping pills and sipping lean all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, those be the ones though, man. You'll
And
be
it just
surprised.
happened.
Man,
How you go from dating Ariana Grande to dying?
because fucking
Damn.
Ariana Grande couldn't deal with the addiction shit, and she told him it was either them drugs or me, and Mac was like, "Hey,
These drugs, baby.
But the drugs.
Definitely not
I
laughing.
think the drugs is what got him there.
I knew it was real when I was 12, and there was a dope fiend named Randy.
Shout out to Randy, y'all.
Shout out to Randy.
That should be funny,
Randy
but it
hit.
is.
Randy hit.
Why
me,
is there always a dope fiend that starts with a letter R?
Randy hit me with
Ours
some,
is Rico.
Rico. Randy hit me with some of the realest shit that I ever heard.
Raekwon.
Dog.
No, we
Randy
can go back
to-
to 5 minutes of the conversation when he says Uncle Bug. I want June Bug.
June
Yes,
Bud.
it was literally June
Yeah.
Bug.
Literally June Bug. Okay, yeah. Now insert. Sorry.
Yeah. Randy hit me with some shit. He told me like, man, because I had asked him one day. I was like, how did you get like this, dog? Like everybody knew Randy was fiend out, but wasn't nobody trying to help him. And I believe it's because
entertainment.
not just entertainment. Niggas have tried, but niggas don't want to listen. And I asked him, how'd you get this way? You know what Randy told me? He said that heroin had the best pussy on earth.
Wow.
And
Wow.
laughed.
And
Goddamn.
laughed.
Wow.
Hey, Bobby Brown, nigga.
Every
Literally.
little step I take.
You will.
Didn't Bobby
be
Brown just
there.
do something? Was it a Bobby Brown movie or something?
Yeah, it was
Bobby
a Bobby
Brown
Brown
fucked
movie.
Janet Jackson.
Where
Oh,
they
yeah,
got,
he did fuck
where they
Janet
got
Jackson.
Bobby Brown smashing Janet Jackson's cheeks to smithereens.
I got a question, dog.
What's your
I
question?
need
So-
her to come out and say that was real.
So if Bobby Brown fucked Janet Jackson, right?
Go ahead.
Why did Janet Jackson tell Tupac to take an AIDS test?
'Cause
to
he's
do
Tupac.
poetic justice?
I heard an internet rumor about this.
But you fucking Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown a
Maybe
crackhead.
he took the AIDS test.
But Bobby Brown a
You know
crackhead.
what?
I thought
no,
about
Bobby
that
Brown.
too. I thought maybe Bobby
you got-
took it.
He
The
just took it off
timeline.
the movie.
He just didn't admit that he took it.
But Bobby is fucking.
Listen,
Tupac wasn't.
listen.
But we don't know.
Here's the timeline. Janet was fucking with Bobby Brown. Whatever. This is like before. This is back when she was fucking with Bobby Brown. Back when people thought that you had to be a homosexual to get AIDS. Remember, there was the
The
whole
stigma.
shit with that.
Yeah.
And then after Bobby Brown, she supposedly was with Magic before Magic had. Yeah. So years after
Ooh.
Magic, it was
You
pop.
know what? I forgot about that. Damn, she was
But
with
she
Magic.
ain't do nothing with. She ain't tell Bobby Brown to like, oh, you gotta take an AIDS test.
Because Bobby
Well, she
Brown
was
wasn't no
paranoid
Gert.
by that point.
She thought Tupac was a girl. Like, I think she just thought Tupac was lesser, like a rat, like a sewer rat. or
Probably
something.
so, but it was
And
like
she was
not.
like,
I mean, the nigga did come out with "I Get Around."
yeah.
Okay, all right. What's the next topic?
That's good. Just tell me about the sister.
The next topic
I
is
wasn't.
speaking about getting around. Y'all gotta say the after. My man didn't.
I'm not gonna give him that much.
My man
you
didn't
know
say
how I
that.
feel about.
Don't give him
Half
that,
effort.
My man didn't say that.
You know how I
ad-lib
feel
for
about
nothing.
Tupac. For those that are listening, go back to season 1. And I'll tell you how I really feel about Tupac.
But speaking of getting around, we got Florida's most notorious motherfucking criminal, Jorge Zimmerman, making various threats to Jay-Z and Beyonce. He said he slapped the shit out of Jay-Z.
First, you know what? Look,
You know what? I'm
you know
surprised
what?
this nigga's still alive.
Hove is my favorite rapper, right? But
He is.
just the picture in my mind, and I was smoking, the picture in my mind of George Zimmerman's clammy fat ass hand slapping Jay-Z in the face. I literally sat in the chair and laughed at this shit for like 9 minutes.
Because see how Jay-Z is now, he probably would slap Jay-Z.
I don't know. Jay-Z dodge game he got an impeccable dodge game, my nigga.
But Jay-Z like real like, okay, B, we'll do that. Like he don't give a fuck. Like
I
he,
don't know.
He ain't
I'm
about to
just,
get
I'm
slapped
just
by
surprised
Zimmerman,
that. I'm just
How you
surprised
know?
Zimmerman's still alive though.
Well, I know why he's still alive.
Thank you.
His father's a
I agree.
retired federal judge.
niggas too scared to do anything about him.
Niggas is
But
pussy.
isn't that like the normal? Like I feel like that's the norm now. Like everybody like,
You know, where
I'm
does
gonna
he
talk
stay
shit.
so I can fake like I live there
Mm.
and go and shoot him by mistake?
Ah,
Like, where,
yes.
you know, let me go move
Florida
him into
somewhere.
the
You gonna pull up on
apartment
him?
and walk into the
Just
You
wrong
walk
gonna
into
pull
a
up on him?
situation.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
You gonna
Texas?
pull up on him like the Dallas PD?
Yeah.
Oh, he is in
And I'm gonna
Texas.
walk in there and say, I thought this is my apartment.
Ooh.
Hey, that's the next topic.
Yeah.
That's the next topic. So,
That's a great segue.
so
I think
There-
you too dark to do that.
Er?
You know, like well, fuck. You gotta be a white woman to do that.
do you gotta be a white woman?
You gotta
Do
be a
you?
white woman.
Yeah,
to do
I ain't
that.
gonna lie. Listen, what if the situation was different? What if it was a black cop
Oh, she'd be dead.
going into her house by mistake?
No, we
Shot a white
already
woman.
had that in
That's
Detroit.
crazy.
We had that in Detroit.
We did
where-
have that.
with the kid with the it was
But you
was,
know, Detroit is its own place.
Country.
Yeah,
almost.
2
So
months.
it's
2 months ago.
different here.
2 months ago, they literally just sentenced a 17-year-old boy to 6 years in jail for shooting a cop. So
Yeah, I remember that.
That's crazy.
his house had been broken into 3 times in the course of 6 months, and they called the police, and the police never did nothing about it.
Oh, I heard about
So,
this. I didn't know they sentenced him.
The police,
Yeah, they took his ass
the
to jail.
police showed up to his
Wow.
house in a no-knock raid, and they had the
Yep.
wrong info.
Yep.
And my man's was like, I'm about to protect my family.
Yep.
Shot a cop.
Wow.
Cop didn't even die, and they sentenced him to 6 years.
Wow.
I think you shot 2 cops.
He shot at 2 cops and hit 1.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
I mean, it is, but you know, these rules and shit. What's crazier is the PR. Like, so
The slander.
the chief of police,
slander.
the chief of
slander.
police in Dallas used to be the assistant chief of police here in Detroit. She moved down to Dallas.
I didn't know that.
She
I didn't
was
know
the
that.
one. The judge wanted to sign a warrant for murder.
You
The-
can't charge a cop with murder.
the
that
police-
never happens.
The police chief was like, "Nah, we're gonna do manslaughter."
So-
And when that didn't go over well, she handed it over to the Texas Rangers, who arraigned old girl, brought her in, and now it's being handed over to a grand jury. Typically, when the courts hand a police case over to the grand jury, the cop is about to get off.
What happened
They can get off.
What happened with old
Fucked up.
girl that shot the
Sad.
black dude that was changing his tire? You know, he was.
She's teaching a class on how to deal with stressful
Oh
situations.
my God, yes.
No.
Yeah, the crazy
she's-
shit.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
needs the classes.
No, she's teaching them.
We
We
got-
got
No.
another caller.
Go ahead, caller.
Don't.
Give us your name and give us where you at.
My bad. I had to call back. I got asked her this one question.
What is this,
Y'all
Ruhan?
got any personal trainers? Yeah.
Shout out to Ruhan.
Y'all got any personal trainers with Mr. T? Like a Mr. Tooth or something?
You said with a missing tooth?
Say that again.
Yeah.
Say it again, Ru. Say it again.
Oh, was this a joke? What did he say?
He said
Y'all
that
have
we.
any personal trainers with a Mr. Tooth?
Oh, he did.
Negative.
Negative?
Nah.
That's a negatory.
He trying to.
It's a negatron.
Made my phone breaking up.
I know.
She said
We
negative.
know.
You talking,
No.
negative.
No.
you talking
That's a
to us
no.
on that Trinidadian headset, my nigga.
He hung up
I know.
for the better.
But
He needed that.
Yeah.
My phone for you, Rohan.
I love that. My phone's
Rohan.
breaking up. Like, believe
Rohan?
me,
I
we
love
know.
it.
Call him
Ro-
Rohan.
Oh, it's not
Rohan.
Rohan?
Ruhan.
It's Ruhan.
But it's
bro.
Ro-
But it's
We're about to
Rohan.
call it
You gotta,
like
you gotta roll
Rohan.
off your tongue.
Yes.
Rohan.
Ro.
speaking of rolling off,
Rolling.
speaking of rolling off the tongue,
Our engineer is like, what the fuck is going on?
who saw
We
my
lit.
who saw that weirdo ass nigga, Elon Musk,
That was great.
I saw
smoking
that.
weed with
Smoking
Joe
with
Rogan?
Joe Rogan.
That was great. But
You
the
know they
funny-
painted a mural.
Yes.
I
You
saw
see
that
the way he was
shit.
holding that blunt?
But
It
the
was
thing, But the
legendary.
thing about that is he has a person that he's firing because they failed a drug test.
I don't think it was as much as she failed the drug test as much as it was Tesla don't fuck with unions, and she was one of the people organizing other workers.
Well,
It was like off with your head, bitch.
But-
That's what it was.
Until you worth $20 billion, then your ass can get fired.
Yeah, shout out to my homie Mott's, Daryl O. Nazareth. Broke niggas don't get recreation. Facts.
Facts.
It is what
Yeah.
it is.
You gotta
I feel
follow
like after a
rules.
certain, if you don't make a certain bracket, it really don't matter
You
after
gotta
that.
We
follow-
already
you
know
gotta
how it
follow
is.
rules.
Yeah.
Rich niggas don't ever have to fucking adhere to the rules is for broke niggas.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why broke niggas don't make the rules.
Even the court system is for broke niggas. Because if you got enough money, you can get off with anything.
I think that's universal with everything. Like if
It
you're
is.
just a broke nigga, you don't have a lot of options.
You ain't got no options. You got the
Same
option.
with your
No,
girl.
you got
same
one.
with your
You got
your
one
car.
option. You got the same option that a
That's
fat, pimply faced nigga complaining about not getting no hoes has. Get your weight up, nigga.
I feel like
Not
if
your
you,
hate
yeah,
up.
if you elevate your bracket, you could get you the right type
Get
of
better.
situation.
You just gotta get better. You
Yeah.
work for Tesla. Ain't that good enough for you, broke nigga?
Apparently, it's not.
No, it's not. That is nice on your resume. I work for
I
Tesla.
work for Tesla. I got fired because
That's like saying you work for Quickens.
Yeah.
Fuck Quickens.
All right.
You
All
don't
right.
fuck
What's the
with
next
Quickens?
topic?
No, I don't like Quickens.
Next.
The next topic.
Buzz myself.
Fuck Quicken.
The next
It's our
topic.
Quicken sponsorship.
The next
I
topic
never
is.
wanted them niggas.
Woo.
The next topic is that quick ass lump up that Cardi got running up on Nicki at Fashion Week. How'd y'all feel about that?
I was happy.
What did y'all expect?
Yeah.
I mean, she just rap about it. That
Yeah.
little bit. You
But she-
can't with
but-
me.
She about to hit a freestyle.
The funny thing is, Cardi always say she's bad at fighting, but she's willing to do it. I'll run up on whoever. I might get my ass whooped, but I'm gonna do it. Like, okay, what you want, a participation trophy for that?
I wasn't impressed.
I mean, first of all, they knew that it wasn't gonna
Happen.
Right, with all the security and all
Right.
the people.
They
I
both
mean,
got
y'all
security,
got on
though.
y'all got on big ass gowns. Fuck y'all gonna
Y'all
do?
ain't gonna do shit.
All right.
But
Like, I
look
feel like if
ratchet.
it was,
She
yeah,
was trying
I
to
feel
make
like
some-
if it was
she was
legit.
trying to make some bloody moves.
Yeah,
nigga.
it was a publicity stunt. And
I feel
not
like if
to
it was
hate on my
legit,
girl,
you could have
Nicki,
found her
'cause I love her.
somewhere that wasn't a big
but-
event.
Right.
You know
just
what I
think
mean?
It was just for attention,
It was.
I
Definitely
agree. It was probably
just to
for
get her
attention.
back out there.
So if the Nicki and Cardi thing, because of course Nicki went on fucking Queen Radio and was broke bitches and
Right, like why?
I
Tell me
would-
the part. I never talked about her.
Oh, you do a very good Nicki
sound like-
Minaj
That was real good
impersonation.
impersonation.
Sound like-
That
Do
was
it again.
awesome.
I like that.
That was great, actually.
Do it again.
I mean, I'm just saying my Barbies. You know
It's so cringe.
Barbie teens.
So cringe.
Oh, she did it so good.
It's
good, but I hate it.
I mean, Cardi needs to realize who the queen is, okay? The queen is back. Okay.
Far Rockaway Queens.
Man,
So you talk
she
with
could
your
do a
whole
great
mouth,
voice
like,
dub.
If the Nicki shit was for publicity, what was the Young Buck shit for?
Just being
That shit was
gay.
free smoke, dog.
Fuck.
That nigga incriminated
Listen,
himself.
did they say
Hold
he was
up, wait a
gay or
minute.
something?
This
He
isn't
said
the
he
first. Wait a minute. This isn't the first time Young Buck has incriminated
Oh,
himself.
he a
Get
young
the
buck,
strap.
all right.
Did 50
Get the
50
strap.
comment on it?
Yes, he did.
50 did
I
comment
missed
on
that.
it.
Get the strap.
Get the strap.
What did 50 say?
50,
the strap.
50 just shared the video.
Yeah, he shared the video. Like in,
it's the
in
same
50
shit
fashion,
always do.
he
don't
always
care.
sharing it
50
and
don't
making sure that niggas can know that he's a bitch.
Who 50?
Facts,
Wow.
B.
I'm just saying,
I
dog.
love 50. Nah, we can sit here and battle about 50. Come on.
Let's
B.
No, I ain't talking
Nah.
about 50.
Let's
I'm just
go.
saying, like, he
Power is the best
purposely
thing out, B.
Yeah.
he purposely promoted that whole situation.
Second time, too.
It's the
Because like,
second time.
Second
he
time,
did
because the
this,
first time he was crying.
He's a bully.
after he stabbed the nigga and was about
After
to
he
go
stabbed
to
the
jail.
nigga. Yep. And that's your man's, but you gonna play the cry video?
He's a bully.
Yeah, I thought that was fucked up
That
because
was
Buck
fucked up.
stabbed the nigga that tried
He's
to
a
attack
bully.
Dre.
What more do y'all expect from 50?
Well, he-
That's
okay,
what he
Loyalty.
does.
Okay,
That's who he
okay.
is.
I want better.
50 is a bully.
want better.
But all these niggas under him are subordinates.
I'm just saying.
I just feel like 50 the type of nigga you don't want to
friends
slip
with.
up around
You don't want to be friends with him.
because he'll expose everything.
Yeah,
Like, you
you
don't
don't
never want to tell him your dirty
He
laundry.
a hoe ass nigga.
He
But I
is a
love
whole
him.
nigga.
Your
I
whole
love you,
ass nigga
50.
that you love.
Shout out
No,
to 50.
charismatic hoe ass niggas are the downfall of the black community.
Yeah,
True.
true.
Get that nigga the bill right quick, right
Repeat
fast.
that. I like that.
I said charismatic hoe ass niggas are the downfall of the black community.
They are.
Oh.
I agree, but I just feel like 50 just.
Okay.
I like him as a rapper, but outside of that, like, he's a whole nigga. Like, that was your man's. That was your shooter, technically.
He
And you
stabbed that nigga for
stabbed the
Dre.
nigga, right?
Saying like Mayweather, what you think about him and Mayweather? Do you think that's real?
That shit fake.
I think that's just
think
iron
that's
sharpers
fake.
iron. Like hoe ass nigga sharpen old hoe ass nigga. That's pretty much what that is. Like they can't find nobody else to contend with them except themselves. Nobody else wants to deal with them.
Yeah,
So that's the only two people that they can be, do that.
do that
combat
shit
with.
too.
I mean, sometimes the superior. Sometimes you have to groom the next in line.
Yeah.
Which brings me to our last and final topic before we get out of here. What did y'all think of the whole Serena tantrum?
I liked it.
debacle?
That was some garbage.
I liked it.
Garbaggio.
Yeah, they played her.
They
Period.
played
I
her?
liked it.
Yeah,
I think we were waiting for that for so long because she was dealing with all the bullshit with the other players dressing up like her, and they were giving her a lot of flack about a lot of shit that she had no control of. Like, I felt like that was gonna happen eventually.
She's gonna blow up.
Yeah, like I was like, dog, she's been doing this for a long time. It's natural to fucking let it go.
I think.
So
I
what do
think-
y'all think of Naomi Osaka's game?
I love
though?
her. I love her. But I think half of the shit that Serena's dealt with is just racism and
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That's
all
what I'm
that
saying.
shit.
They played her.
But
That's
the
not
other,
right.
the other half of it is shit that she's brought on herself. For
Really?
yeah, because she's just like Serena. Like a lot of people just like to look at all the good and gloss over the bad. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's what we got you here for.
Right.
Billy.
Like,
That's your
you-
job.
like the bad shit that Serena, like the shit that Serena
What
does.
she do? What
you
she
still
do?
have to,
Tell
know. Serena went on a rant about
Exposed.
black people, about black men.
When
I
she
remember
went
that.
and did
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bill
Yeah, I
Cosby.
And
do.
she
I
and
do.
like you can't add, oh, why don't you guys support me? Why don't you guys do this? Why don't you love me?
She
You
tried.
just said no black man is ever going to marry me. No black man is ever going to treat me like how this white man
Now,
is
was
treating
that
me.
before or after Common?
After Common? But Common,
I set that up.
Common proposed to her.
Common did propose.
So you saying all this shit about no black man are doing this, but this vegan ass nigga just proposed to your ass. You know what I'm saying?
He did
You
make
doing
her
all
used to
this
love
shit.
her.
Yeah,
He
that
did.
nigga, you love her ass.
I
We
hate
all
Common
love you.
sometimes,
We all
bro. He's
love
such
you,
a simp.
Serena.
I can't
but
hate Common for the body he caught on Ice Cube.
You talking about 94, man. But like Serena, like I can't really fuck with Serena like that no more. I used to love Serena. I was a big fan. But you can't do all that shit and accept motherfuckers
Sure she
not
can.
turning their back on you.
Sure she can. She gave you a cat suit.
Whose quote unquote betrayal was worse, Serena's or Jamil Hill's?
They both equal. I don't fuck with either one of them. Jamil Hill, wide ass ass. Fucking wide ass on there. Oh, black man don't support me. A black man tried to keep your fucking job.
Two of them.
Yeah.
Two of them.
Her two partners.
And you talking all this shit. You fucking sharing black men are the white men of the black community. What the fuck wrong with you? Big headed ass. All right. You know what?
Yes. The villain.
So
Finally found something you're passionate about. Women's tennis.
Well, tell us how
I
you
loved
really
women
feel.
tennis. I loved women tennis.
You don't like
Serena
Tell
is the
us how
reason
you
why I
really
watch
feel.
tennis.
Well,
I even know what a love is.
You
Now
just
you-
like the grunts, don't you?
I love the grunts. That shit was sexy.
I
as
like the
fuck.
grunts and the cat suits.
So it really gets you going.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, I'm calm down now.
Villain to calm down. Ginger done got villain to calm down with some laughs. I think we done covered everything.
But I love that Japanegro that she lost to.
Oh.
I love her.
Oh.
the Haitian Japanese.
Yeah.
Haitian.
I like how they covered her. They was like, oh, in the
first
They
illustration.
Japanese
don't like
person
to
to win.
expose
Yeah,
the
they don't want to
Haitian
expose the black side.
My wife, fucking being the voice of reason that she is, she explained it to me as to why it was like that.
Explain that.
Haiti does not have a tennis club, and Japan does.
So what?
That
So
still doesn't
what?
make it- okay.
I mean, how can you play for a team that don't exist?
She's still black though.
I mean, she
No,
doesn't
no,
deny
we're
that.
talking about the reporters. Like they'll say, you know, with your Japanese heritage, like they'll just say that and not her Haitian.
Yeah,
side.
they
I
won't.
mean, when
yeah,
she-
they
like she's
dismissed
Haitian
that.
and
When she
Yeah.
grew up in Japan, she took her mother's last name for conventional reasons.
right.
But she always acknowledges she was raised in a Haitian household because of
Yeah.
her father.
I just like how her dad looked like he worked for GameStop.
Jesus.
That nigga lit.
Jesus.
we gon'
All right.
we gonna end on that
You
note.
cut off.
Any
got
numbers or
I'm
any
mute on.
You wanna
that they
plug
can reach you?
anything
Plug
before we
anything
go?
before we cut out?
Yes. One last time, Squats and Smoothies. That is the name of the event. You can hashtag it, find it on Instagram and Facebook. Chockstar, CHOCSTARR 313 is my handle on Instagram. Follow me if you need a motivational workout partner. Holla at your girl, man. Let's have some fun. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Shit.
Her album
Like a
coming
rap,
too.
Like a rap album.
Album coming next, ladies. You know what I'm saying?
I want to thank everybody that came out to listen to us. We appreciate y'all. As always, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more Haddage. Crew. And until next time, this has been the mighty Meta Baron.
Voice the villain.
Macho Samson.
And your girl Star, Chockstar 313, baby. Holla.
Yeah.
Sign off.
And we are out.
We're out.
Peace.
Mic's off. Give me 1 sec for the video.
Y'all silly.
Thank
That was fun.
excellent.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Good job.
That
Thank
was
you,
fun.
as always,
As
engineers.
Of
Let's
course.
give her a round of applause
Oh,
for
y'all have a new
engineer.
person.
Golf claps.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like how we went
Yeah.
with the golf claps for like the whole day today.
I love golf claps. Oh, you gonna snap? Like
Ooh, snaps.
Like it's a.
Like it's a coffee.